One percenters, welcome back. Coach Tommy here, investor, psychologist turned basketball coach. Anyways, check out my new background. Thanks, Hammer of God, Thor. Is that Thor? Well, anyways, figuring out this Zoom background, and let's watch this. Nikola Jokic is even better than his MVP season, the Void Ringer. Nuggets game got canceled, so Omicron got him, or the Nets. So let's check it out.
In basketball history, he's a 7-footer who can pummel opponents inside.
Good Lord, please! I hope you can hear this. I tried it out. I tested it out. So let's see, man.
3-pointers. There's not a more cerebral and creative playmaker in the NBA. He sees plays unfold before they do. He uses manipulation to move defenders with his mind. Jokic is a god of passing, but defense was a knock on him ever since he was growing up in Serbia. Times have changed, though. After winning MVP in 2021, Jokic is in the best shape of his life, and he's playing the best defense he ever has. Jokic has been a bruiser for some time now. Like on this play, the Nuggets trapped Tyler Hero, and now Jokic will need to rotate back to Bam Adebayo in the role. At this point, you'd think Bam is scoring, but Jokic bumps, and then uses his length to swat him away. Jokic has gotten trimmer, but he hasn't lost his streak.
I have no idea who the Ringer is. Sounds like an average Joe kind of dude like me. Jokic is definitely getting a lot, more physically fit.
At this point,
this is just Bam being dumb.
Scoring, but Jokic bumps.
He should have came back here, stepped through with his a reverse with his right hand, or even on the left.
And then uses his length to swat him away.
It's a dumb shot.
He hasn't lost his strength, and he now moves fluidly, defending pick and rolls in the same way he can dance on post-ups. Jokic today.
This is not his problem. A short roll, forcing in the help, the stunt. That's not his problem. That's Derek White. This is going to be more of his problem here.
He'd have to stick with explosive guards like Zach LaVine. He's a position.
Zach LaVine is kind of stupid here. Okay, he should just power up and use speed right here. Extend quick left foot, left hand finish. Okay, instead he goes for a power jump, splits and jumps into Jokic. Okay, so he's not heavy enough with enough speed to bang off of Jokic's body there.
He's a positional rim protector who doesn't block a ton of shots, but he's improved.
Positional rim protector.
He's a positional rim protector who doesn't block a ton of shots, but he's improved his agility enough to stay in front of opponents and bother them using his length. In the pack.
This is really good defense here. Open up. Okay, give up the baseline, use length. Okay, understanding that from here, he's not going to jump back and bring it back here. He uses those long arms, just waits for it. That's intelligence. Intelligence, discipline.
In the past, Jokic wasn't agile, and he often grew fatigued. He felt at times like a defensive liability.
Like this is, you still see this. I mean, this is going to be bad for a lot of people. Long closeouts. Okay, he can't break down fast enough. Okay, when you're breaking down, you got to take smaller steps.
Jokic wasn't agile, and he often grew fatigued. He felt at times like a defensive liability. But the rapid processing that helps fuel Jokic.
So these.
Felt at times like a defensive liability. But the rapid.
Okay, so look at these steps. Here, big steps, and then here, as he slows down, you see all those little chops? Okay, so this is like offense and defensively. If you can take a bunch of little steps, if that player is not moving well, right? A bunch of little steps. And then when he gets into the pivots of Porzingis, they're about the same height. So
translates to defense. He knows what the opponent is going to do even before they do it. And he has the quick.
This is intelligence guarding Vucevic. This is there's no body contact here, so there's no reason to spin. So he's spinning, right? And then there's a space here. Okay. You can't spin unless you have full body contact. You guys also made me look into this. I think I can do it like this. Yeah. Okay, so he has a space here, and you need this arm to be down. You want this body contact when you're spinning. So if you have all this space, if you're spinning, that's not good. play now.
Going to do even before they do it. And he has the quick hands to knock away the ball without fouling. Year-to-year progress has led to Jokic today. He's always had elite coordination.
It's that same clip from earlier.
Now he's in the best condition of his life. That, combined with his years of experience and knowledge, has made Jokic into a highly productive defender for the Nuggets.
What do you say?
Experience, nation, and now he's in the best condition of his life. That, combined with his years of experience and knowledge, has made Jokic into a highly productive defender for the Nuggets. Jokic is matching his offense.
I would say he's not a defensive liability anymore. That's for sure. I mean, he does more in terms of
has made Jokic into a highly productive defender for the Nuggets.
Deterring help.
For the 2021 MVP campaign.
It's not a big time one-on-one rim defender.
And Michael Porter Jr. Jokic keeps the Nuggets alive with his offense and his defense. And NBA MVP got better. Jokic is another active player who's on a path to an all-time great status. Today in the Void, let's talk about Jokic.
The Void, thinking basketball with Kevin O'Connor.
For the MVP votes for 101 NBA media members was recently published by ESPN, and the top 5 was unsurprising, especially Steph having 90 published by ESPN.
This is exactly what I'm saying, man. It's a different thing. What 100 insiders, KD, Steph, Giannis unlikely because he won it last year or the year prior. And Jokic definitely
the top 5 was unsurprising, especially Steph having 94 votes to win MVP. The order is kind of interesting though, because KD has James Harden on his team, so I was a little surprised to see him second.
James Harden's playing like a bum.
And Jokic was
Giannis has improved a lot too.
And Giannis, who both of them, of course, had better teams that they're leading right now. And stuff like this, of course, makes people go absolutely wild on Twitter. Even my friend Ben Taylor, who you might know from his Thinking Basketball YouTube channel, he had a tweet about it. He said,
Thinking Basketball
would be one of the most ridiculous results in the history of the award. If you know Ben, I don't MVP.
Not really.
Would be one of the most
Kobe got robbed. Kobe, Shaq.
Results in the history of the award.
Even LeBron gets robbed.
So to discuss this thought and analyze Jokic's game, here's part of my conversation with Ben.
There are no historic seasons in NBA history that have low MVP vote share. Even all of the seasons where people say, oh, Jordan scored 37 a game, or Kobe had this 2006 season, or Bernard King's run. Like, it doesn't matter what you throw up there. They all have high MVP shares. They might not win the award, but they come second or third with 50 or 60% of the vote share, something like that. So in the straw man, Jokic was in the 20s. He was like 24% of the vote share. That's just historically unprecedented.
Doesn't matter.
Do you not think it's an historic season? He has the highest scoring rate in the league, over 30 points per
small city.
He's 11 percentage points ahead of
8th in the West.
League average true shooting. You're basically talking about a season that's almost rivaling Steph Curry's 2016 season. Like, no one has that efficiency. He's the best post scorer in the game. He's Dirk Nowitzki from the mid-range. He's 39% from 3.
Let's be clear, man. It's an entertainment industry. People want to be entertained. They don't want efficiency. They say they want efficiency, and it's for nerds and geeks and media and stuff like that, and players. But fans, they don't really care about efficiency. They care about highlight dunks, deep threes, celebrating after 3, these things, pounding the chest, all of this stuff. That's what people remember. They don't remember, oh, he's 90, 50, 10.
He's Dirk Nowitzki from the mid-range. He's 39% from 3.
Like, I've been watching all the teaching tapes on Jokic.
No one has that efficiency. He's the best post scorer in the game. He's Dirk Nowitzki from the mid-range. He's 39% from 3. And that's not even his best skill. It's passing.
Like,
did you see his touch pass to Aaron Gordon over the weekend?
I did, yeah.
We've seen him do it 100 times, but it never gets old.
He is an historic offensive player. He's one of the best offensive players ever. He's having one of the best offensive seasons ever. And he doesn't require, he doesn't take up all the oxygen in the room. He doesn't need to have the ball and pound it and have everyone else stand in the corner. It's this constant dotting and moving and going to the middle of the floor and facilitating and setting everyone else up. And it's infectious, right? Like, he made that touch pass to Aaron Gordon. Did you see Aaron Gordon's behind the back? Oh, yeah. No, like, what's going on?
Is it infectious? Kinda. Are there people that can do the same thing, see the same things? Definitely not. Aaron Gordon is definitely picking up tips from Jokic for sure, just being around him.
He's the Jokic dust is rubbing. It's like Larry Bird
Jokic
with the
dust.
86 Celtics.
With Jokic, the big stat you mentioned there, Ben, he logs 99.9 touches per game.
That is huge.
NBA.com. The time of possession, though, is only 4.1 minutes. Just to put that in comparison, Harden, 92 touches, 9 minutes of possession. Luka, 90 touches, 9.4 minutes of possession.
You can't compare these people because they operate differently. These guys are, ball handlers. This guy is more of a, what you would call a pocket passer.
LeBron, 90 touches, 6.6 minutes of possession. Jokic doesn't touch the ball for very long when he does, because he makes these rapid decisions on the floor that keep the ball moving, keep constant motion.
It's not really, it's rapid decisions, but it's partly the system design.
Because of him. We talked about Curry and his motion. With Jokic, it's a little different. He's literally a centerpiece. He literally is moving to the middle part of
Jokic and Curry are very, very similar.
Touching the ball, making a decision, and
how much attention they draw
other guys to do stuff. So he comes in when he has the ball. If there's an opening, he hits it with the pass. But this is what I love about him, Kevin. If there's an opening, he also attacks it with his body. So you can't switch certain pick and rolls with him because he'll just immediately take you into the post. On the flip side, if he's setting the screen and there's no switch, he can pop or float to an area where now he's a 39% wide open catch and shoot 3-point shooter. Oh, and if you try to over rotate off that, then he's taking that advantage that you gained and whipping it for something better, possibly manipulating the defense for these really high leverage layup passes. You add that to the statistical profile right now, you mentioned it, he has the highest on off in NBA history, right? He's
like this shows you how good Jokic is. Off does not show you how much effectiveness is. These are lying stats. Jokic off the court just means the bench sucks. The other players suck. So comparing these two, like, this is tricking you guys.
Better for 100 when he's on the floor.
The plus 14 is the stat that you can take away.
Unlikely that.
But contrasting it with something like this doesn't tell you much.
Holds, but it's just a bulletproof argument for an historical level season, which I truly think it is. And it would just be unprecedented for him to be a distant four. I don't think you can say that about the other guys, frankly. And I think it's hard for people to kind of process this, Kevin, because of the way he looks and his history.
The way he looks. Are you judging a chubby white man?
Like, I'm saying he's got can we go back to Larry Bird?
Like, do I need one of these microphones, or it's like all in my face?
And I think it's hard.
Oh, hit him with the elbow.
Like, he's actually
hit him with the people's elbow.
Pretty good defender at this point. Like, he's actually playing clearly positive defense on a nightly basis. They've put a system in around him that supports his
Jokic's greatest ability, do not mistake it, is his brain. So when I talk about mind body craft, his brain, and he processes things 1,000 times faster than everybody. He sees things before, so you can anticipate. Defense, basketball, life, it's about risk management. Understand what the players can do, cannot do, what they're more likely to do, right? Thinking probabilities, not possibilities.
Supports his strength. He's great at reading the floor. He's got incredibly accurate, fast hands. You alluded to it earlier. He's a phenomenal defensive rebounder because as he's gotten better condition and as he's lost weight, he's still a bear, man. He's still a bruiser. He bangs with you down there. So those hands, which I said are accurate and fast, they're also really
how long is this
soft.
arm?
Really long arms.
Long arms.
Vacuuming in rebounds at the end of possessions. Like, the entire body of work for a regular season player, I don't see how to.
Can't teach long arms, can't teach long,
one of the great
and
seasons,
you can't teach height.
one of the pantheon seasons, if we could borrow a Bill term, right? Like, this is up there.
For the Nuggets to make the most of this all-time season,
I really like this Nuggets logo when they switched it over. That logo was pretty nice.
Most of this all-time season, Jokic needs additional help, and I hope Jamal Murray can get back healthy when he's due back in February, or later, because he could help the team a lot when Jokic is on the bench, staggering those two. And maybe the Nuggets will be able to pull off a surprise move to help their team title odds, because having an MVP means you got to do everything possible to win it all. And this team has been really close in
Jello Bowl.
years. And
Fake some, protocols and get some people and just run in some people, try a bunch of different lineups.
now
Just need some shooters and some D.
Thank you for watching The Void. I really, really love my conversation with Ben Taylor.
The Void.
Give it a listen. The link to that is in the description.
All right. Yeah, well, thanks this guy. I don't know his name. But that was pretty interesting. Get to see some stats on Jokic. Yes, I agree with a lot of stuff. Stop the share. I don't even know how to use this thing. Anyways, I agree with a lot of the stuff that he said here. And but do I think he's gonna win MVP? No. Is he better than his MVP season? Yes, for sure. He's in better shape. He's anticipating better another year in the league. Know when to get his shots, familiar with the system. Of course, you would expect him to get better, and he did. Biggest attribute of Jokic, outside of his physical stuff that we all see, right? Just big, long arms. It's his brain, man. His brain is just light years ahead of everybody. All right, guys, until next time, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.